I didn't say 3 then. Hello, YouTube. It's Ask Angelica, Season 3, Episode 11. Hello, Angelica.
Hello, Stephen. Hello, YouTube.
That's better. We can actually hear each other now. Okay, now today, could you tell us where we're going today and why?
Okay, today we're going to Celle. Why? Because at the beginning of the year, I sat down and thought, which towns shall we visit or which cities shall we visit? And I thought, I wonder if I can do an A to Z. And that's what I've decided. So we had Aachen the first time this year. Then 2 weeks ago, we had Bonn. And today we've got Celle because it begins with the letter C. And again, I found some random sentences, random statements, facts about Celle, which you hopefully will enjoy.
I hope so too. Now, the way this works is that, as Angelica said, she's put some random sentences together, and believe me, they are random. I'm going to read them in German. Angelica will correct my pronunciation, and then we'll translate them in English. Don't worry if you miss anything, because at the end of the broadcast, you'll hear them read correctly by Angelica, and I'll read the English bit, which I can do without any problem. So, over to, if I can find the agenda, I'll go over to the agenda, and welcome to the show, the broadcast. And today, Ask Angelica is visiting Celle. Sorry, Celle. I'm stuck with cello. Yeah.
No, it's got nothing to do with a cello.
So I'm gonna, if I get that wrong, forgive me. But Celle, I'm gonna try Celle. Okay, phrase number 1. Celle ist eine große Stadt mit rund 70.000 Einwohnern in Niedersachsen.
Right, you sort of mistook the dot for the 70th or anything like this. This is just to separate the 1,000. So Celle ist eine große Stadt mit rund 70.000 Einwohnern in Niedersachsen.
Can you say that again? The numbers bit.
70.000.
70,000. So, but in English, if we were writing something in English, we'd have a comma, not a full stop.
Yeah, which is what you will get in the translation in a bit.
Okay. Now, what if yes, right. Okay. So we have the sentence in German, and we're going to translate it into English. So Celle is a large town with around 70,000 inhabitants in Niedersachsen. But we don't say Niedersachsen, do we?
No. What do we say?
We say Lower Saxony. And just to confirm that, Celle is a large town with about 70,000 inhabitants in Lower Saxony, and there's our comma.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Phrase 2. Celle hat 11 Partnerstädte, unter anderem Tavistock in England, Vereinigtes Königreich, and Tulsa, Oklahoma, USA. Right. Could you explain the U.A. dot?
Yeah. Well, you remembered it well, because we have had it before once, and I thought I'll put it in again to see whether you remember, and you did. Now, UA stands for unter anderem, which is sometimes translated as including or amongst others or amongst other things or anything in that line. So you read it well. Celle hat 11 Partnerstädte, unter anderem Tavistock in England, Vereinigtes Königreich und Tulsa, Oklahoma, USA.
Well, we know what Partnerstädte is because we know all about twinning.
Yes.
So Celle is twinned with 11 twin towns, including Tavistock in England, United Kingdom, and Tulsa, Oklahoma, USA. I just want to go back to the German phrase. And I know a minute, we'll get there in a second. We'll get there in a second. Yep, phrase 2. Vereinigtes Königreich.
Yeah.
Okay, and that doesn't appear in the translation?
It does.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Okay. Forgive me. That's my mistake. Okay. Phrase 3.
It's the proper translation for United Kingdom.
Okay. Which we are, of course. Phrase 3. Celle ist Standort der Neckersbrotfabrik Barilla Wasser Deutschland. I've got to say GmbH. You're going to correct me now.
Yes. Celle ist Standort der Knecke. So you do need to pronounce the K as well. It's not a silent K like in English. Knäckebrotfabrik Barilla Wasser Deutschland GmbH.
Knäckebrotfabrik. Right. Fabrik is a factory. Brot and bread. Knäcke ist.
Well, it sort of tries to give you the sound it makes when you bite into it, because it's crisp bread. And it makes of a kneck sound when you're biting into it. It's a crisp bread, I can't even say it in English now, crisp bread factory, Barilla Wasser in Germany.
Right. So Celle is known for the crisp bread factory, Barilla, we'd say in English, in Germany.
It's not known for. Standort is the location.
Right. Okay. Let's correct that then. Celle is Standort, translates as Celle is the location of the crisp bread factory. I can't say it now. Barilla Wasser, which is the name, and then Deutschland GmbH.
Deutschland is still part of the name. It's Barilla Wasser Deutschland. That's the whole name of the company, and then GmbH.
GmbH stands for?
It stands for, and I've written it down to remind myself, Gesellschaft mit beschränkter Haftung, and in English that would have been LTD, as in limited company.
Okay. Phrase 4. Phrase 4. Celle hat einen Hafen, aber es wird heute nur noch touristisch genutzt.
Ja, Celle hat einen Hafen, aber er wird heute nur noch touristisch genutzt.
Das ist ein neues Wort. Was ist Hafen?
Hafen? Oh, we probably had it in Flughafen, but that's not very helpful, is it? It's a harbour.
It's a harbour, all right. So
I guess Flughafen is a harbour for aeroplanes.
Right. So Celle has a harbour, but it's these days it's only for tourists or visited by tourists. Yeah,
it's only used for tourism. It's a tourism attraction rather than a port where things are happening business-wise.
So it's not a working port?
No.
Okay. So translation is Celle has a harbour, but today it's only used for tourism. Okay. Phrase 5. Jedes Jahr gibt es im Juli ein Schützenfest in Celle.
Ja, jedes Jahr gibt es im Juli ein Schützenfest in Celle.
Right. Every year in July, there is in Celle a festival of. Ich weiß nicht.
Schützenfest. Well, first of all, it's Celle, remember?
Yeah.
And there is I guess we could translate it as a shooting festival. There are quite a lot of them in Germany and or in northern Germany in particular. It's a traditional yearly festival affair where the shooting club is doing a competition for target shooting. So it's purely target shooting, and they crown a king who will then choose a queen, and then of course it's a good excuse for about a whole weekend, I think, normally, of drinking festivals, beer festival.
Ah, right. Now you're talking.
Pens, plastic cups, beer.
Right. So every year there is a shooting festival in Celle in July.
Yeah.
Right, Phrase 6. Es ist eines der größten Schützenfeste in Niedersachsen.
Ja, es ist eines der größten Schützenfeste in Niedersachsen.
It is one of the largest shooting festivals in Lower Saxony.
Yeah.
See, that bit stuck. Okay, Phrase 7. Well, that's it's phrase 6 translation, which I got. Spot.
Yeah.
Okay, shows I'm listening. Right. Okay, phrase 7. In auf Deutsch, es gibt ein Schloss in Celle.
Ja, es gibt ein Schloss in Celle.
There's a castle in Celle, which was built by one of the German rulers, I believe. And the English translation is, there is a castle in Celle. And phrase 8. Es ist das größte Schloss in der Lüneburger Heide.
Ja, es ist das größte Schloss in der Lüneburger Heide.
Lüneburger Heide ist?
Auf Englisch, in English, it's Heide is heath. It's the Lüneburg Heath. It's actually a very large area of heath and woodlands, and it's a nature reserve and the tourist attraction as well.
So I can get a translation now. It's the largest castle in Lüneburg Heide. Hopefully. Lüneburg Heath. Okay. Phrase 9. Das Schloss, that's 2 words. Schlosstheater Celle wurde 1674 gegründet.
Yeah, this is the first part of a sentence. Das Schlosstheater Celle wurde 1674 gegründet.
Right. We know Schloss is a castle. We know a theatre is a theatre. So the Castle Theatre in Celle was founded in 1674. Okay. And the translation, the official translation, Celle Castle Theatre was pretty good. Well done. Right, and the continuation of that phrase, as Angelika said, is und gilt damit als das älteste noch bespielte Theater Deutschlands.
Ja, und gilt damit als das älteste noch bespielte Theater Deutschlands.
Okay, was bedeutet gilt?
Gilt, well, the verb is gelten. Gelten als is sort of, it's classed as, is considered as, I think considered as is the good translation for this sentence.
Right. And is considered to be one of the oldest bespielte playhouses? Theaters?
Well, bespielt, in this case, again, it sort of means in use because they're still playing plays or showing plays there.
In use, in use.
That would be the best translation here. It's not a literal translation.
Okay.
Yeah, spielen in this case means not playing as in playing football, but it's showing plays in the theatre. Und bespielt means the theatre is still being used for plays.
Okay. And the translation is, and is therefore considered to be the oldest theatre in Germany still in use. Okay. Phrase.
So there are other theatres, but they don't show plays anymore.
Right. Phrase 11. 67 Jahre lang gab es britische Militärpräsenz in Celle.
Präsenz. 67 Jahre lang gab es britische Militärpräsenz in Celle.
Okay. Good. For 67 years, the British military had a presence in Celle. Okay, let's get the official translation. For 67 years, there was a British military. Oh, I'm close again. Oh. Right. And finally, phrase 12. In August 2012, die letzte britische Einheit mit rund 600 Soldaten ab.
Ja, im August 2012 zog die letzte britische Einheit mit rund 600 Soldaten ab.
In August 2012, the last British soldiers left, about 600 in total.
Yeah, Einheit is a unit.
All right, the unit, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
And the relevance to ask for that is that I think most of them, or possibly even all of them, that I'm not too sure, are now in Wiltshire.
That's it. I was going to say, we know where they went.
Yeah, they're in Tidworth. When they started to draw all the English soldiers back. Is that the right word? I don't know.
Yeah,
the majority, I think is, or is it even all of them? That I'm not too sure. Have come to Wiltshire, and a lot of them are in Tidworth.
Okay. Now, just before the show, I did ultimate. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Just before the show, I did a little bit of research. I didn't read the translations; those were done live. But I can tell you, if you want to know more about Celle, and I'm going to post a link now, then you can find out about it on Wikipedia. And I just need to type that in there. Yep. Okay. And Wikipedia has details about Celle. Celle was founded in the year 953. So, the port would have been a working port at one stage, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Serving the area.
Yeah, and your Wikipedia link, it's worth adding. I mean, I've actually taken most of the information from Wikipedia, but I may have changed some of the sentences. But depending on how good your German is, I suggest you go and have a look at the German Wikipedia, which actually, if you go onto Wikipedia, on the bottom left, it tells you which other languages it has. And Celle, of course, will be in German as well. So you can practice your German at the same time.
If you open up the German in another tab, you can have the English and German. And we know a piece of software which would help with that, but we don't have it today. Right. Okay. Let's go back to the beginning. And this time you will hear the German sentences perfectly read in German and English, because Angelika is doing the German and I'm going to do the English.
Okay. Celle ist eine große Stadt mit rund 70.000 Einwohnern in Niedersachsen.
Which translates as, Celle is a large town with about 70,000 inhabitants in Lower Saxony.
Celle hat 11 Partnerstädte, unter anderem Tavistock in England, Vereinigtes Königreich und Tulsa, Oklahoma in den USA.
Okay, and in English, Celle has 11 twin towns, including Tavistock in England, United Kingdom, and Tulsa, Oklahoma, USA.
Celle ist Standort der Knäckebrotfabrik Barilla Wasa Deutschland GmbH.
Celle is the location of the crisp bread factory Barilla Wasa Deutschland GmbH.
Celle hat einen Hafen, aber er wird heute nur noch touristisch genutzt.
Celle has a harbour, but today it is only used for tourism.
Jedes Jahr gibt es im Juli ein Schützenfest in Celle.
Every year, in July, there's a shooting festival in Celle.
Es ist eines der größten Schützenfeste in Niedersachsen.
It is one of the biggest shooting festivals in Lower Saxony.
Es gibt ein Schloss in Celle.
There's a castle in Celle. See.
Es ist das größte Schloss in der Lüneburger Heide.
And translation number 8, it's the biggest castle in Lüneburg Heath.
Part 1 of the next sentence. Das Schlosstheater Celle wurde 1674 gegründet.
The Celle Castle Theatre was founded in 1674.
Und gilt damit als das älteste noch bespielte Theater Deutschlands.
And is therefore considered to be the oldest theatre in Germany still in use.
67 Jahre lang gab es britische Militärpräsenz in Celle.
For 67 years, there was a British military presence in Celle.
Im August 2012 zog die letzte britische Einheit mit rund 600 Soldaten ab.
Which translates as, in August 2012, the last British unit with about 600 soldiers left and came to Wiltshire, which is where we are based. Okay,
Exactly.
so let's take that off the screen. And, well, there we are. There's the Wikipedia entry all about Celle, so you can actually discover more about it. And I shall just try and take that off screen if I can. There we go. We're all clear. So that was Ask Angelica, Season 3, Episode 11, Celle. Angelica, it's over to you to close the show.
Okay, so based on the alphabet, in 2 weeks' time, we're going to visit place with D. And this is one of the few I haven't decided yet because we've already done 2 with D last year.
We did.
We did Dortmund and Düsseldorf, I think it was. So I'll need to think of, see if I can find an obscure one with some really obscure facts.
Not Dresden.
With D. Oh, no, we did Dresden and Dortmund. That's what it was.
Right.
Yes. Yes, we've done Dresden and we've done Dortmund. So I'm looking for something else now. Maybe I'll take one that nobody's ever heard of. That may be more interesting, but I don't know yet.
Okay.
And that will be in 2 weeks' time. So until then, it's Tschüss von mir.
Und Tschüss von mir. Bis später. Okay.